Hey everyone, it's Steve Mollura, owner of Shadow Diver Counseling. I'm going to read you something I wrote a couple months ago. And bear with me, I'm going to try not to screw up my audio this time. So, hunter mind in a farmer world. If you have ADHD, or what I like to call the hunter mentality, you can probably feel this statement in your soul. You were never meant to be a smooth, slow, steady person. The way your brain runs, you can sit down for 3 hours and do what might take someone else 2 full days. When hyperfocus hits, you move like a laser, like a scalpel. You lock onto a task, a problem, a project, a creation, and suddenly everything flows. You're producing, creating, solving, connecting dots no one else has ever seen. Building something never before conceived. And then you crash. Not because you're lazy or inconsistent or undisciplined. Your nervous system wasn't built to run at 40% output forever, doing the same thing over and over again. You were built to sprint, not shamble. Yet most of our modern work culture is based on exactly that, the farmer mentality. So, a farmer mentality is what most jobs assume you want. Show up at the same time every day, do roughly the same tasks, maintain a steady, predictable output, keep going at a moderate pace indefinitely. And it's not bad, it's just bad for Steve. Farmers are the backbone of stability. They plant, maintain, harvest, and repeat. The whole system is built to be as smooth and as predictable as possible. This is how we have a world where we expect the things we need to be on the shelves. But if you're wired like a hunter, this feels like slow suffocation. Hunters are designed for bursts of intense focus and energy, locking onto a target and going all in, responding quickly to changing conditions, high stakes and high rewards, novelty and movement. A hunter can track an idea, a crisis, a creative project, the way their ancestors tracked game, alert, attuned, and fully alive. But once the hunt is over, the crisis resolved, the project done, the problem solved, that system needs to reset. It needs to rest, wander, daydream, and find the next meaningful target. We were never meant to be on in a linear, predictable way all day, every day, forever. Yet that's exactly what the modern world demands of us. When we don't fit into a world that was never built for us, they call it a disorder. So how did we get so misaligned? Part of the problem is who designs the systems we're in. The people building our workplaces, schools, and institutions are often obsessed with stability and security, and for good reason. From a farmer perspective, this makes perfect sense. If your nervous system craves predictability and routine, you're going to design a world that gives you exactly that. This is how farmers survive a random, tragic, and dangerous reality. But if you have ADHD, if you're wired like a hunter, you weren't built for that world. You were built for times of instability and upheaval, moments when everything is on the line, times of war where quick adaptation is survival, pandemic-level events where the old rules no longer apply, and days when the food runs out and someone has to go explore what's over that mountain that no one else has ever returned from. Your nervous system is tuned to notice the rustle in the bushes, the shift in the group's mood, the opportunity or danger no one else has ever seen yet. You are built to cross the path no one has crossed before, geographically, creatively, emotionally, professionally. And now you're sitting under fluorescent lights, filling out forms, answering emails, and pretending your brain is totally fine doing the same thing at the same time every day. No wonder so many people with ADHD feel broken. But you're not broken, you're misplaced. If this is resonating, here's the most important takeaway. There's nothing wrong with you for struggling in a world that wasn't built for you. You are not a defective farmer. You are a displaced hunter. The collapse after a burst of hyperfocus is not failure. It's your nervous system doing what it's designed to do after a sprint. The boredom, restlessness, and frustration with repetitive tasks are not moral issues. They are not personal failures. They are mismatches. We have built an entire culture, overarching culture, around the idea that good workers are stable, predictable, and endlessly steady. And then we pathologize the people who are wired for intensity, responsiveness, exploration. Now, I am not saying you need to go live in a literal war zone or throw yourself into constant chaos. What I am saying is you need work that enlivens you, not just fills time, tasks that entrance you, not just distract you, space in your life for hyper-focus sprints, and permission to actually rest afterwards. And you need environments, projects, relationships that recognize and celebrate your hunter mind instead of constantly punishing it. Now, when a hunter is aligned with the right targets, like a mission that matters, a monster to slay, a path that no one else has forged yet, they're not just coping with ADHD symptoms. They're doing exactly what they were built to do. They are being the person they are supposed to be.